friends, and welcome to TurtleQueenGaming and back to If My Heart Had Wings. Katori has just left to be with her family, and I'm kind of hoping that she doesn't tell her dad that we're dating yet. I don't know. He seems really nice, but he keeps telling me to take care of his daughter, and I'm not sure he'd be saying that if he knew that we were dating. I mean, we've only been dating one day, but it's all good. Oh, there's Itchy! Okay. We met at the dock as usual after Katori left. We have to resolve the problems that were found yesterday, and to be safe, check each part to ensure there was no damage. Geha is in charge of maintenance. Geha went with me to the runway, got guidance on the spot directly from people who had qualifications, and helped with the maintenance. There are no obvious scratches on the surface of the airframe. There are no problems with the parts either. Amani's design was great. Depending on the design, sometimes too much weight can be placed on certain areas, parts can bend or damage can occur. Oh, I think something bit me. The mosquitoes are out again. Yay, summer! Yoru is staring intently at the assembled airframe. What's wrong, Yoru? I thought this when watching the test flight yesterday, but this glider is really beautiful. Designs are mysterious. The most beautiful things come from the pursuit of function. I guess that's how it works. Oh, we do have a duck on it! This glider is a massive functional beauty. There's a meaning to every curve, and there isn't even a portion of it that wasn't designed in a certain way because it looks nice. Speaking of which, bicycles are like that too. Bicycles, which are built purely for speed, are extremely attractive in appearance. But this glider has a mysterious shape to it. Huh? It's the first time I've seen one where the wings go forward. Asa pointed to the wing and said this. The wings are of the revised model jut forward a bit from where they were attached to the body. Normally, aren't the wings of airplanes facing behind? Asa acted like her hands were the wings and spread them out behind her and demonstrated. Ah, you mean the sweepback wings? Sweepback wings? They're wings that spread out pointing diagonally and backward from the point of attachment. That's the design meant for flying at supersonic speeds. That's why it's normal for jets and such to have sweepback wings. Whether they're passenger planes or fighter planes, the majority of airplanes that we normally see on TV are jets. Oh, I see. Smaller propeller planes don't have wings that point diagonally and backward. They're spread out on the sides, right? Our old model wings were like that too. Why is the shape different? Sweepback wings have less lifting power. If there's a jet engine inside, a plane can still fly without any problems, but that's not the case for a glider. That's why it's normal for the wings to stretch out to the sides, but this glider's wings are pointed forward. Oh, I see. Wings like this are called sweep-forward wings. Sweep-forward wings. If you divide the wings shape further, there are still a few more types, but there are some that are unclassifiable. They are designed to go along with the objective of each plane. So are gliders' wings being sweep-forward wings? There's an objective for that too, right? Yes, that's right. Well, rather than saying objective, maybe it's more accurate to say that there's a merit in this case. Geha begins her explanation. The biggest reason deals with the center of gravity and the portion that will become the center of the lifting power. This glider has 2 seats, so we have limited choices in terms of where to attach the wings. In this instance, on this airframe, the wings are attached to the sides of the body, but the cockpit is also inside the body. Excuse me. In the case of 2-seaters, the space made up of the cockpit doubles. For that reason, the point of attachment to the wings becomes limited. Further, since the cockpit and the number of passengers doubles, the center of gravity shifts further forward by a larger amount. That's where the sweep-forward wings come in. Look at this, Asa. Geha draws a diagram of the old wings as seen from above and puts a point in the center. It is just about the center of the base for the wings. This point is the center of the lifting power that is generated by the wings. It is like an invisible thread that is hung here and the plane is flying. But it's not really such a simple matter, but as Geha is trying to explain it in an easy way to understand, she was simplifying it quite a bit. If the front is heavy and the center of gravity shifts forward, what do you think will happen? The nose will descend, right? Alright, how about now? This time she drew the diagram of the revised model sweep forward wings, drawing a line along the center of the wings and creating a triangle shape. In the center of that, she drew another point. That point was further forward from the previous example. That means that the center of the lifting power has shifted forward. Now there is a balance, so maybe the front won't descend. So while sweep forward wings are attached toward the back of the body, the point at which lift power occurs can be brought to the front. It's also necessary to consider the instances where there is one passenger. These wings reduce the shift for the center of gravity as much as possible and have a role in maintaining balance. This means that the wings are optimized for gliders with multiple passengers. It's actually more complicated than that, but that's pretty much the simple version of the story. I understand. That's why you took the time to rebuild the wings. It looks like a strange shape, but there is a meaning behind everything. Wow, that's amazing. There was a reason for the wing shape, too. With an admiring expression, Asa gazed upon the wings that she had a role in building. I built these having no idea about all that. But there can't only be merits. Yoru suddenly cut in. What do you mean? For instance, sweep forward wings lower the roll stability. During the test, you were saying that the glider had a sensitive feel, right? Isn't it the cause of that too? When gliders are flying, they are always subject to unstable atmosphere. Wind blows from lots of different directions, and sometimes strong crosswinds blow in too. But gliders have a quality where even if they are rocked to the sides, they immediately try to make the wings level again. That is called roll stability. Actually, sweep forward wings have the property of reducing roll stability. However, of course that has been taken into consideration. This is known as dihedral angle. Dihedral? Looking at the wings from the front, they are curved slightly upwards, right? That is called a dihedral angle. Adding to a dihedral angle acts as to preserve the roll stability to some extent. The rest depends on the skill of the pilot. For airframes that lack a roll stability, the reaction to ailerons, movable flaps on the wings, is fast and is quite apparent. I got it. Yoru nods as though she was convinced. Actually, it was as though she had been convinced the whole time. She probably understood and just wanted to say something. Probably she just wanted to test us. You are amazing, Yoru. What's so amazing? Even though you're not an official member, you're really well versed in this stuff. Ageha and I looked at the blueprint for a revised model and studied, but this couldn't have been the case with you, or with Yoru. Not really. Since I thought my sister might ride it, I just did a bit of research. That's amazing, Yoru. Teach me after, okay? It's really important to learn about function. That's the case whether you're going to fly or do maintenance. If one understands the principles of flight and the function of each part, it's possible to handle the situation when something arises. For example, even if one wing fractures in the middle, it's possible to perform feats such as flying while maintaining balance with the ailerons. Alright, let's call it a day for our study meeting. Let's get started on the work. We have to surprise Katori! We plan to finish the work on Katori's cockpit before she returned from home. Kinda figured that's what we were doing. You help too, okay, Aoi? I'm sure this will be a great present for her. Alright. I was looking forward to seeing Katori's overjoyed face. The production of Katori's cockpit was proceeding nicely. It was not at all that complicated. Putting it simply, we were just making it so that the rudder pedal could be operated by hand. If there was going to be a problem, it would probably have been the layout inside the cockpit or operability, but we have Amani's blueprint, so everything has been resolved. Thinking about making the wings of the glider, this was simple work. It was my first time to fly alone, but the sensation of controlling the glider was different. Both the weight and the center of gravity changed, so yeah. During the day today, I did a test flight. We had just returned from the runway. Shall we take a break and then do work on the cockpit? We can only do tests while it's light out. We fly during the day and then in the evening return to the dock and do production work on Kotori's cockpit. It was a rather difficult schedule. Shall we eat here again today? We had a portable gas stove in the office. Since we also had electricity, it was possible to do some simple cooking. It's almost like we're camping! Asa was strangely excited. What shall we do for a side dish? Does anyone have a request? I'm fine with anything. I want to eat fish. I want, Chinese food. I want a hamburger steak. Fish for Yoru, Chinese food for Asa, hamburger steak for Amane. Amane? She just showed up! Like, I want a hamburger steak. Feed me. Amane was at the office desk and was working away at the computer. Hey everyone! Welcome back! Don't enter our conversation so naturally! I was surprised to suddenly hear from her. What are you doing here at this time? I had something to do at school, so I figured I'd come check on our progress. There was no one here, so I waited while doing work. Marnie sometimes comes here to do work. She says it's because she can focus on her work as there are no loud people around and she doesn't get our phone calls or emails when she's here. Why didn't you call us? I left my phone at the lab, and besides, my phone is too loud. What to do with this person? She was saying she had something to do at school, but surely the lab was annoying, so she left and came here. Is Kotori not here? Oh, Kotori's at home right now. I see. As I'm here, I wanted to see her. Well, I'm going to go buy the ingredients. I'll go too. Me too. Anyway, we're just going to buy stuff for dinner. And that's how it is. Alright, it seems that things follow the design, and it's thanks to everyone's solid manufacturing skills. Not at all, it's thanks to you, Amane. While eating dinner, Geha announced the results of the test flight of the revised glider to Amane. While eating a Chinese-style hamburger steak with fish. From flying it, I can tell that the functionality has improved. The stability while it's flying is totally different. It's not because you got better at flying, Aoi? That might be part of it, but it's not everything. Alright. And we did a few adjustments, but when Geha and Amane began to talk, usually no one else can follow. That's why I finished the crucial announcements and returned to my meal. Wow, that happened while they were flying? That's right, I was surprised too. What happened after that? Of course, everything went well, just as I thought. They're really compatible with each other. I see. That means Aoi and Kotori are totally into each other right now. Hold up! What are you two talking about over there? Huh? We're talking about the test flight. I think the beautiful thing about this is that Amane is totally honest. Like, she doesn't see anything wrong with talking about that. She's just like, we're talking about the test flight. Yeah, just about the test flight. I don't think so. What you said just now was totally different. You told Kotori your feelings in the middle of the test flight, right? That's so romantic, confessing your feelings in the air. No, that was... Wasn't it great, Asa? Yeah, it goes without saying, it was amazing. It's like a scene from a drama. Thinking back to it again, it seems a bit deliberate, but it wasn't bad at all. Back on the ground, we were listening with bated breath. Don't listen in on that! I wish they told me that the radio was still on. But at the same time, it wouldn't have been great to be told that while I was in the middle of confessing my love. Bleh. I'm glad it went well, Aoi, but I'm a little bit surprised. What's so surprising? I mean, I thought you two had been dating since a long time ago. Me too. Sometimes I had some doubt, like you two were actually dating, but keeping it a secret from everyone. I mean, you get along so well. When you would comb Kotori's hair and stuff like that, I would watch and my heart would pound. Her voice is adorable, actually. Alright already, I got it, so just let it be. I'm so embarrassed I could die. I turned away from everyone and ate my dinner. I'm so glad. Amani looked a little bit happy while she ate her hamburger steak. Seems like she was really, happy about Kotori. After all that, our meal ended and we were going to get back to work. But before that... Alright, I'm going to head home. Amani, who had finished her dinner, picked up her helmet and key, which had been lying on the desk. Amani, what is that? Oh, this? I got a license to drive a scooter. It's really useful for when I come here. Whoa, you drive a scooter, Amani? Yeah, that's right. I'm fine as long as it's not expensive. It only takes a moment to be careful, but injuries last a lifetime. Be careful not to get in an accident, okay? Why does everyone say that? Maybe because you have the coordination of a toddler? And everybody doesn't want you to die? Amani mutters this while preparing to go home. Oh, that's right. Amani remembered something and went back to the office computer. Everyone was curious and gathers in front of the monitor. I upgraded the simulation, so feel free to use it. Whoa! Did something change? I changed the data to match the revised glider. Amani says that while making a face that says, shouldn't that be obvious? I had some time earlier, so I did it. I was thinking of doing this from before. What? You did this while you were waiting? Amani nods in puzzlement. She's a rather eccentric person. I also added a simulation mode in which you can have dogfights against enemy gliders. So who's this enemy glider? A dogfight in a glider doesn't seem so cool. Alright, I'm going home. Thanks for the meal, Aoi. Amani, please be careful when you go home. And you make sure things go well with Kotori. Amani, who had appeared suddenly, made a cheerful face and then left. With this, we can do training with the simulation even on days we can't fly. Yeah, Kotori can too. With a thud, I plunked down on my bed. I have returned from the secret base and have taken my bath. It's almost midnight. Today I had a hard day, with the test flight starting from the morning. I'm so tired. While laying on my bed, I reached my hand out to the picture frame that was standing on my desk. Kotori, I wonder what you're doing. In the picture, Kotori had a triumphant look on her face. She's so cute. Kotori's face in the picture is so cute that my chest begins to hurt. This is the first time to be away from her for so long. She was always near me from the day I met her. Even on days that we fought and weren't talking, we were under the same roof and were able to see each other's faces in one way or another. Even if I wasn't able to see her directly, I could sense her presence. Even more than being a friend or lover, she was like family to me. I want her to come back soon. Rather, I wonder if she'll come back. As Kotori said, her father was doting and he may not let her return. No, that couldn't possibly. I mean, she said that Hibari would take her back, even if she had to abduct her. I returned to the picture frame to the desk and took my cell phone into my hand. There were no calls from her in my history. I hadn't gotten any emails from her either. I want to at least hear her voice, but I haven't really spoken to Kotori on the phone before. The reason is that we were in the same class, the same club, and live in the same dorm, so it's rarely necessary. I have never called her just to talk with her. But I want to hear her voice. Wait a second. This is her first time to be alone with her family in some time. I can't intrude on that. She'll come back the day after tomorrow in any case. Then we'll be able to talk as much as we want. So I have to resist. Resist. Jesus. My phone rang. Kotori Hibane. That is written on the display. Hey, hello? Hello? Kotori, what's wrong? What's up with you, Aoi? You answered with so much energy. No, it's nothing. Don't worry about it. The phone had rung as though the call had been arranged beforehand, so I had answered in a kind of strange way. I took a deep breath and calmed my heart. What's wrong? That's so cute! Before you going to sleep, I wanted to hear your voice for a bit. Katori spoke like she was embarrassed. Even though I'm just hearing her through the phone, I can imagine her cheeks brightening like a just ripened apple, and her gaze shifting out of embarrassment as she talks. Are you busy now? Not at all. I wanted to hear your voice too. I'm glad. Now we don't know what to say. How are things with you? You hadn't been home for a while, right? Yeah, I'm having fun. My mom and dad are really nice. So nice that it makes me kind of uncomfortable. They hadn't seen their daughter in a while, so they're happy, but maybe a bit flustered. And also, Katori had first said she wouldn't go home, and then suddenly said she would. Her parents probably had no idea what happened. I made dinner with them today. Do you remember when I made dinner with you and Ageha? We boiled chicken and tomatoes together. Oh, the Basque-style chicken stew. Yeah, that! My mom and dad were so surprised when I was living at home. I didn't cook at all. They complimented me, saying how great it was. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. That was when Katori and I weren't calling each other by our first names yet. Only Katori didn't have a dorm duty, so I wanted to give her a role. I made her come, and we made everyone's dinner. As everyone liked it, Katori slowly began to open up to the other dorm students, and everyone recognized me as the dorm mother. I wanted to show my mom and dad that I'm doing my best while living in the dorms at Flying Fish Manor. I wanted them to think that something came out of me leaving home. Sounds like you succeeded. I mean, they complimented you, right? Yeah, they said it was delicious. I gave my mom the recipe. I imagined mother and daughter standing in the kitchen and cooking together, and a pleasant mood came over me. From tomorrow, my mom's going to teach me to cook, so when I get back to the dorms, I'll make something for you. The taste of food from the Habani household, I'm looking forward to it. I'm sure it'll be things Katori likes to eat, so I'm really looking forward to it. What have you been doing, Aoi? The same stuff as always. Today we did some tests from morning, and after that, well, lots of things. Speaking of which, Amane came. She said she got a license to drive a scooter. Whoa, Amane is going to drive a scooter? I hope she's okay. Katori had the same reaction too. After that, I told Katori about the silly things that happened while she'd been gone. Katori also told me about the silly things that had happened at her house. I'm sure if other people heard, they wouldn't care about the content, but we talked enthusiastically, and before we knew it, it was considerably past midnight. I have to get to sleep. I'm waking up early tomorrow. Do you have something to do? My dad is going to take me to Uno Zoo? They have pandas there. Whoa, that sounds nice. Take some pictures, okay? Sure, I'll get pictures of tigers, lions, and crocodiles, too. Why is she focusing on the carnivores? Alright, good night. We couldn't say those words. I miss you. My real feelings suddenly leaked out. I miss you too, Aoi. I have to be patient for 2 more days. That's why I was thinking I shouldn't intrude on Katori while she's alone with her family. This is the first time for us to be apart like this, right? Yeah. I didn't know I'd feel so lonely when you were away. I always think that about you when I'm going to sleep, Aoi. Me too. I always sleep right after looking at the pictures we all took together. I could sense Katori's embarrassed laughter on the other end. Spending time apart, I really realized I love you so, so, so much. Thinking that way, maybe it wasn't so bad to come back here. I was able to confirm my feelings. Katori, I like you too. I love you. Yeah. On the other end, Katori laughed timidly. Alright, I'll go to sleep. Okay, I'll sleep too. Enjoy the pandas, okay? Good night, Katori. Good night, Aoi. Mwah. The conversation ended. She kissed me. My face feels hot. Gosh darn it, why did she kiss me? I can't sleep now! I squirmed around on my bed. That's probably her getting home. I think this is probably going to have to be a good time to cut it. Because I don't think it's going to end in the next 4 minutes. And here's the... Hat? Is Hat... Oh, Hat senses her getting back. What's wrong, Hat? Do you feel full? Hat, who had been eating his food, suddenly started making a commotion. He ignored his food and started flapping around the cafeteria. Hat? What's with him? He wasn't like that, or it wasn't like that glutton to just leave his food. It couldn't be. Yeah, Katori's getting home. I ran for the entrance, trailing a bit behind Hat. Standing there was... Hey, were you a good boy? Katori gathered Hat onto her lap and stroked his back. Katori! Owie! Katori looked at me and then timidly averted her gaze. I couldn't take my eyes off Katori. Even though we'd only been apart for a few days, it felt like much longer. Welcome back, Katori. Thanks, Owie. Her bashful smile was overwhelmingly cute. This is for Ageha, and this is for Amane, and here it is! This is for Asa and Yoru! Katori distributes the souvenirs she brought back. Oh, panda cookies! They're so cute! Next, this is for Kana. Oh, crocodile slippers, they're so cool! Thank you! I took lots of pictures too! Katori spreads the pictures out she took out on the table. Here's a tiger, and then a crocodile, and then look at this! It's Hat's friends! Asa and the others look at the pictures excitedly. Here you are, Hibari. Here you are, Hibari. I gave some cold barley tea to Hibari, who was sitting a distance away. Thank you, it's hot again today. So I've been sweating so much. Katori's father had work again, starting today. It seems that he tearfully gave up the role of taking his daughter back and left it to Hibari. How is your home? My mom and dad were so happy that Katori had come back. Katori, who was excitedly talking about the zoo pictures she had laid out, narrows her eyes and stares at Hibari. It was almost like we'd returned to how things were before. Then she was overcome with emotion and began to cry. Are you okay, Hibari? I'm sorry, I'm just so happy. I quietly handed her a tissue. My parents were thankful too, saying it was thanks to everyone at Flying Fish Manor. It was thanks to you that Katori said she'd go home, right? Me? No, I didn't really. Katori told me so. I see. I want you to say more things like that. It's not weird for you to say things like that. I probably just guided her a little bit. It seemed like she wanted to go home for a while. It just that she didn't have an impetus. While I was saying that, Hibari looks at me with kindness in her eyes. Hibari? I heard from Katori on the car ride over. You two are dating, right? Yes, I have the honor of dating Katori. Really? Katori has a boyfriend! She's moved to tears again. However, her tears don't seem to be only those of happiness. Here you go. Thank you. Hibari takes the tissue in hand, blows her nose, and wipes her tears away. Please take care of Katori. Bari, don't you have to go to work? Katori looked at the clock and called over to Hibari. I'm fine. I'm already late, so it doesn't matter. It does matter. Hurry up. But I want to spend more time with you, Katori. You can't. You have to go. I'll set hat on you. What that? Hibari stood up in a hurry. Alright then. I'll be going. Be good, okay, Katori? Alright. And also... Hibari looked at me. Be responsible with your relationship. Katori's face went red. Hat! Oh no! Leave Hibari alone! Hibari left as though she were being chased out. Katori! It's fine, it's fine. If if I don't do something like that, she'll stick around here until we eat lunch. But more importantly, I'm hungry. What do we have? Wait a second, I'll make something. I opened the fridge and surveyed the leftovers. You don't get to talk about us being responsible in our relationship, apparently. I mean, that was a perfectly big sister thing to do, but whatever. Alrighty, so we're gonna cut it there. Until the next episode, peace out, y'all.